After a day of rumour and counter-rumour, Pakistani politics is in a state of high confusion. For several hours, the country suffered from emergency fever, the belief that President Musharraf was about to announce a state of emergency. But having peered into the abyss, he pulled back and has now ruled out.
Nisha, what in your view is the best way to be briefed? What is the gold standard as far as you're concerned?
Lots of chat. People try to give you is a whole bundle of papers like this. Yes, and they think, we've done our job now. There, you've got this bundle of papers, sit, read, study, and you're the expert. And I find it's completely useless. What I like to do is just to sit and talk to the people I'm going to have on my panel, and then just mosey around, meet people at the conference, have a good, sometimes with comical effects. This one you mentioned in Maputo in Mozambique. For some reason, the organizers had decided they were going to put these little bar stools on the stage for the panel to sit on.
Oh,
and the panel comprised rather large African gentlemen wearing these robes, including the former president of Nigeria, Obasanjo. Can you picture this man? He had this thing in his head, and they would have just fallen off the stools. So I kind of walked in the day before and said, no stools. And they said, you just have to be a cheerleader, really. I was doing a conference at MIT last year, and there was the most amazing panel. There were 5 Nobel Prize winners in economics. So that's incredible, including Paul Samuelson. Are there any economists here? Yes. We all learned our economics from Samuelson. Anyway, the reigning Nobel laureate made this paper specially for the conference. It was amazing, it was really brilliant, but it was so boring. It was so dull, and there was this presentation full of graphs, and nobody understood it. Or maybe 5 did in the whole room. And then I had to stand up and think, oh my God, what are we going to do with this? And you just had to translate it and be, oh wow, that was the best thing ever, wasn't it? And we did a kind of question-answer almost after it. Who remembers this point? Who remembers that point?
To our Islamabad correspondent Barbara Plett, I asked her, in all the confusion today, how close did President Musharraf get to actually declaring a state of emergency?